Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Welcome to this exploration of resilience, of bouncing back, and taking a look at what it really means to bounce back, and recognizing that bouncing back is not always the same in every period of our life. Sometimes bouncing back doesn't look like bouncing back. Sometimes bouncing back looks like just being still and resting. It's kind of like falling off of a roof and landing on your back. If you fall off a roof and land on your back, bouncing back doesn't mean just getting up and keeping going. It's not about forcing yourself or pushing yourself. No one wants to be pushed, and I want to suggest that when you're pushing, that there's some other part of you that rebels. So we want to approach this through wholeness and through self-compassion. In self-compassion, sometimes bouncing back doesn't look like bouncing back at all. Sometimes bouncing back looks like just going to the couch and laying down for a little while. Remember, there are times to bounce back in an active way, and sometimes there's times to bounce back in a way that allows you just to sit back. It's about touching the edge without bursting through it. When you touch the edge of your limitation, when you do it consistently, there'll be a certain point when you reach out to touch your edge and all of a sudden you have an expansion. That's the essence of bouncing back. But if you attempt to touch your edge by forcing yourself to keep going when you're not really in that space, when it's really not the best thing for you, then all of a sudden, instead of having an expansion, you have a contraction. If you push yourself past your limitation, you have a contraction, you have an injury. So we want to touch our edge without bursting through it. And when we do that, when we are really truly in the moment, paying attention, in presence, what ends up happening is that bouncing back looks like deep listening. It looks like listening to our heart and listening for that point when we are given the message to get up and begin to move. Bouncing back is learning to listen to your heart rather than your head. And so I'm going to ring the bell now. I'm going to ask you to listen. Let's do this together. Here we go. Self-compassion is the realization that you have to truly listen to yourself. You have to be responsive to yourself in a way that is about your whole self, not just the part of you that thinks that you are in charge. So thank you so much for joining. Let us know what you are doing to bounce back. Remember, this is the time to do it. This time we are all needing resilience. Please let us know what you're doing. Please let us know if you can let others be in contact with these messages. Because we all need to hear this. We all need to be in collective, in union, bouncing back together. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Namaste. Thank you.